Hi everyone, it's Jessica with Hooks and Bloom. Today I'm going to talk about a very common design flub. We all know it, Hodge Podge. By Oxford's dictionary, Hodge Podge means a confused mixture. I remember this from growing up in my grandmother's house. She had a love for all things decor. Every single style, all combined in one room. And that doesn't always mix so well. So how do we avoid creating a confused mixture in our spaces? Well, I have 5 tips for you that I'm going to quickly go over on how you can avoid creating disharmony in your design. When you style a room, you want to first start with the following. Number 1 tip, narrow down your design style. What does that mean? It means first identifying what style speaks to you. Whether it's boho or modern or maybe a little industrial. First, I suggest picking one style that you absolutely love, that always catches your eye. That will be your primary design style. Now let's say it's hard to narrow down to just picking one primary style. Well, the good thing is we can add in another secondary style. Let's say there's something else that you like. Maybe you like modern and mid-century, or maybe you like farmhouse and vintage. So it's okay to have a secondary choice in your back pocket that you can combine with in your styling. Now, let's move on to tip number 2, create a base. What does that mean? That is your foundation for your room. Whether you're styling a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, you want to have a setting that you're going to build on. So in my case, I like more rustic. I might pick some floors that look like wood or are wood, or maybe an earthy area rug, or an earthy fabric, or a jute rug. Maybe you like more modern, so perhaps you'll pick polished concrete floors, or a rug that has clean lines. Anchor your room with your primary design style. If you have a secondary style that you lean to also, then you can layer with your elements afterwards. But first, pick out your base. Your walls are also part of your base. Are you going to have colorful colors on there? Are they going to speak to a certain tone, a certain style? Are you going to have texture on your walls? Are you going to have wallpaper? I will talk more about how to coordinate and harmonize your base with your elements, with your decor. But right now, we are just focusing on anchoring the room with your primary design style. Tip number 3. Introducing elements that harmonize. Again, we are wanting to avoid hodgepodge. We are wanting to make sure that things are in rhythm and do not clash. So how do we do that? Well, by sticking to your primary and your secondary design styles, you will likely create a harmonized room. So if I like French decor, I might pull in some stone elements. If I like farmhouse, maybe I have a muted palette on my walls, perhaps a white or a beige or a light gray. And then I'm going to start introducing my farmhouse look through my furnishings. Maybe I'll bring in a distressed table, or a large painting with scenery of the countryside, or framed with a wood element. Maybe I'll have linen curtains. So let's say you like modern as your primary, and then you also like mid-century. Well, you can have cement, polished floors, and you can add in some mid-century furnishing, or maybe a certain type of area rug that speaks to mid-century, and some iron staircases, or maybe have a fabulous metal light fixture with clean lines. And remember, it is okay to take risks. I do it all the time in my decor. I love to bring in some sparkle into a rustic setting, or bring in some modern elements into a vintage background. That's okay. What you don't want to do is create competition or confusion, where somebody walks into your room and they do not know what your style is. So just pick your theme and try to stick to it while playing with some different elements. And that leads me to tip number 4, creating a healthy contrast. So what does creating a healthy contrast mean with your decor? Well, if you have patterned floors, for example, you have an old house that came with checkered, black and white checkered kitchen floors and you love it, you want to preserve that element of the house, well, then you can create a healthy contrast by keeping everything else more muted, because those floors are going to make a statement.
So I thought I'd share some examples of healthy contrasts. In this room, the green on the walls is definitely a focal point, and they've contrasted it with a lot of whites, minimalist furniture, sheer curtains on the windows, an area rug with a subtle pattern. The decor is nicely complementing the bold color of the walls. Now in this example, as you can see, the area rug is very loud, very busy, a strong pattern, beautiful pattern, but they have kept the furnishings very muted as well. A couch with a light gray fabric, throw pillows that don't have patterns. You have a lot of natural light, no window treatments. That's also a way to not compete with your furnishings, and everything is just in really good harmony here. And here's another example of having fun with your wall color with this pretty bright pink, but it's not competing with the rest of the elements in the space. You have a lot of greenery, and plants are a safe way to decorate, to not clash. Even the cane on this chair backing is see-through, which it doesn't take away from the wall color. And really, it's just a minimalist vibe in this room with a white floor, and again, no heavy window treatments. Now take a look at this next room. You have this large abstract painting with rich colors. It just immediately catches your attention. They didn't take away from the grandness of the painting. Instead, they complemented it in the colors through the decor, like similar colors in the throw pillows. Even the color of the table lamp shades is in rhythm with the colors of the painting and of the vibe in this room. The texture of the couch is very soft and glamorous, but everything is just pulling together really cohesively. And I wanted to show you one final example of a very strong accent wall in this modern industrial aesthetic of this space, where the brick has also been painted a very deep, rich turquoise. They clearly did not want to take away from that. They made the balcony railings very minimalist, some patterns, but it's again very see-through. It's not hiding the brick wall. Even the furnishings have very clean lines. The decor is very minimal here, not even any throw pillows or anything on the bookshelves. Everything just works. And now for the final and my favorite design tip, do the field test.
This is something that I believe is essential when it comes to interior decorating. How do you feel about something you have styled? Does it sit well with you? Take a moment to look at something. I look like a mad woman when I'm styling a space. I arrange, rearrange, I go back and change it, I move things around. But that's part of the creative process, and it will all come together. Sometimes it's moving some books to another corner, or maybe putting a chair here, or changing the colors of the throw pillows because they just didn't match exactly in the particular space I had them. Sometimes it's little things, but they will make a world of wonder in the presentation. So tap into your design instinct, start listening to it, and feel free to take feedback from others. Even my kids are my biggest critics. They'll tell me right away if something doesn't look right or if they love it. Learn from others, hear others' opinions, and then use that to channel your best designer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe. I'll be sharing some more fun design tips.
And if you haven't connected with me on Instagram, I would love to see you there. I post a lot of extra content that I'm not able to get to on my YouTube channel or on my blog. Hope to see you there.